Yeah, videographer fail 101. Don't shoot with light behind and you in the shadow, otherwise you get silhouetted. But you know what? I think that's probably a much better view than me anyhow. Plus I'm a little in the morning, disheveled, just relaxing and and being alone. That's the theme of this video. The power of being alone is talked about a lot on the internet, and for quite a few people, being alone is a scary thought. I think the word loneliness in of itself is the core description of an emotion that's attached to being alone and being sad, you know. I should probably look that up in the dictionary to be sure. But I spend 80% of my life alone, and not necessarily because I had it planned, but this is what life brought me. I've also been really nomadic throughout my life, though I've been very social. I've held social, gigs throughout my life. Being a composer is actually a lonely gig because you're by yourself. You're writing music. It's not a collaborative thing in the highest percentage of, composing. I'm sure that there are composers that have other people maybe around. But in general, when you're a composer, you're by yourself and you're writing music. I had a couple of people ask me some questions about what's it like being in my 60s, being alone. Well, I'm really not alone. I have my company here, though it takes me through a bevy of emotions. I also have, my family not too far away. If I need, I take, trips out and visit the girls and the grandkids. And I have this part-time gig where I actually, at a nonprofit, helping people learn about culture, Native Hawaiian culture, and botanical garden that I'm at. So I have enough functions with people where I don't consider myself kind of like Tom Hanks. What was that movie? Survivor, or no, it was Castaway or something. So that to me is the pinnacle of like being alone, and then you really have nobody around to talk to. I fill up a lot of my time with reading. I fill up a lot of time actually writing music for myself. As you guys know, I have that other channel where it's just very super chill music. I do spend quite a bit of my time by myself, just sitting here and just kind of soaking these moments in. I've become a lot more aware of time as I've been alone. So how am I spending my time? Trying not to fall into my trap of, or the trap of, should I be doing more with my time? And just being able to be present with whatever it is that I'm doing all by myself. I don't get depressed because of me living by myself or being alone. There are times where it'd be nice to tell a joke to somebody, or maybe commiserate with something, or laugh at something on TV together, but at the end of the day, there's a very unique feeling to being able to do what you want when you want, which includes, if you want, seeing people. You don't have to be alone or think that you are alone and lonely unless you make the choice that you don't want to go out and see people. For myself, if I'm feeling like I need to see people, I might go over up to Haleiwa and, sit where Matsumoto's Shave Ice is, and just sit there and have a shave ice and smile and talk to people. And I get my dose of joy there. And then I go home and I say, okay, I'm done. I want to be by myself. I want to chill out, and I just want to do my things. I never had a sense or an urgency to have a family or have kids, even though when I got married, Now I became a stepfather. That was great, and that's why I have 8 grandkids. The math is kind of off, but that's why. But I prefer actually to come home and be alone, and so that I can process my thoughts or go through my own personal emotional ups and downs and swings, and not to have to worry about how my outward energy might be affecting somebody else in the house, or maybe get unsolicited thoughts on how I'm behaving, or if I'm feeling like I'm down and I want to muddle in that, and not have, you should be positive, you should think this. No, you need to be down for a while. Otherwise thinking positive doesn't work, right? So I think some people too at some point say, well, God, if you're alone, what happens if you have a heart attack? I have a heart attack. Maybe I even die. Nothing I could do about it if somebody was there, right? Except, sure, if I had a heart attack, I can't call, and I pass out, and I'm in the middle of a heart attack, I can't call anybody. But you know what? For the whole history of humanity, it's been that thing. We never really traveled in pairs all the time, and if you get older and 5,000 years ago wandered off into the forest and never came back, that was like, oh shit, something ate Jeeves or something. You know what I mean? I think if there's anything that I do think about, because I've lost a couple friends because of strokes, I think when I think about that, I think about, oh God, the poor people that find me, especially if I'm gone. If there's one thing that kind of rents space in my head a little bit, it's like, what if I'm choking on something and nobody's around to give me a Heimlich maneuver, that kind of thing, like, ugh, But I just found something online that actually a friend of mine showed me, that there's a device you can get where if you're choking, you put it over your mouth and something. I don't know, maybe I'll show it to you guys. Oh, I might have to get that just to keep it around the house. But, at the end of the day, being by yourself or being alone is a choice. How you're being alone in a 24-hour period is also another choice within the choice, like I had said earlier. I choose today to go to this place and hang out for 2 hours and eat some ice cream and stuff and watch people enjoy their lives, or maybe smile or say hi or tell a joke, if that's what I choose that I want to be doing. But if I don't want to be doing that, then I can come right home and I got nobody on me for anything. And I'm not talking about gender, meaning like a wife or something, or a girlfriend, or your significant other. I'm just talking in general, so being alone definitely has a lot of positivity, especially when you're getting older. I'm not afraid to be alone. But that's something you have to learn through wisdom and growth yourself, and pushing some of those limits. So anyhow, I'm gonna go chill out and be alone. See ya.